sexual seduction in dream time is something that so many people face. Quite often when we're traveling in dream time, unknowingly, we encounter many different things. Sometimes we get ourselves caught up in tricks and manipulation. There's so much manipulation. What we have to do as humans is become more aware when we're dropping into dream time. Cross over slowly. Take our time. Slow our brain waves down and cross over into dream time. So sexual seduction in dream time is something that so many people face. A lot of people think that when you go to sleep that you're going to sleep, but actually when you go into sleep, you're waking up. It's only the body, the human vehicle, the vessel, the avatar that goes to sleep and gets some respite. You, the soul, you're doing work. You're off in other dimensional spaces, on other planets. You're roaming around in different densities, having experiences, getting work done. Some people are aware of this work and some people aren't. Quite often when we're traveling in dream time, unknowingly, consciously, from the avatar human vehicle perspective, we encounter many different things. We encounter beings that have important messages for us. Sometimes we get ourselves caught up in tricks and manipulation. You know, something I always say to everybody is never pick up anything in dream time. If you see some money on the floor, if someone offers you something in dream time, never take it. Never blindly take anything because you never really know what it is. Now, when you're in dream time, most people don't know they're there, so they end up taking it. They might get the recall in the morning, then what you can do is go back down the timeline and replay it out and change that whole chain of events, create a new piece of code out. What we have to do as humans is become more aware when we're dropping into dream time. Cross over slowly, take our time, slow our brain waves down and cross over into dream time. Go in there slowly and set a great big intention when you're going into dream time. A great big intention. If there's anything untoward going on, please make me aware of it. I've got certain beings that I work with that are here with me right now, that are around me at nighttime, that keep my space clear. And I'll say to these beings, listen, if I'm not aware of something that's taking place, please give me a sign, please make me aware, and they will. They'll show up in that field because it's not really dream time. It's just that your body's asleep and your soul is working. You're there in the field somewhere on a different vibration. So these beings can just show up. I've got certain frequencies that these beings will send into my space to help me be aware. I'm not going to share what they are on camera because then this just puts my little way of helping me in dream time open to be exposed for manipulation. Now, when it comes to sexual interaction in dream time, so many people experience this. They'll be in their dreams, there'll be a man or a woman, doesn't matter really, or it could be multiple men or women. Sometimes it can be other beings, and you're in this dreamy state, and everything just feels absolutely beautiful, like you're turned on to the maximum. And whoever it is seducing you in some way, shape or form, with their looks, energetically, and so you buy into this experience. Now, if you have an experience like that with someone in dream time, it could be an ex-girlfriend, it could be an ex-boyfriend, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're interacting with or engaging with may not always be what they're making themselves out to look like. There's so much manipulation. It's a little bit like when we leave our physical bodies at that point of transition that some people call death. If we're not aware of the game, it's very easy to get manipulated into coming back down into the game. Actually, when we leave our bodies and we transition, we get to choose wherever we want to go to. It's our choice. We're the power. Nothing's more powerful than us in the universe unless we offer our power over to that entity, that being, that whatever it is, demon. But none of them are more powerful than you. But what happens is we forget, or no one's ever told us that. So we just assume that these entities and beings that we see in the space, which sometimes can masquerade as dead uncles, dead aunties, dead grandmothers, dead grandfathers, you know, people that you might know as some archetypal figure, they're not always what they make themselves out to be. And so you believe in them. You feel that, you know, these people are good. And they tell you to jump back down into another body and you go for it. You're back in the game, back in the system, memory blank slated, Groundhog Day all over again. I mean, our system, the game that we're playing, is going to transition itself. All the players that are in this game at the moment are going to leave this time-based matrix. We're going somewhere else, but this is a whole other story for another time. It's why we're here in Earth School. It's a great training ground. We're learning so much, we're remembering so much, and it's a beautiful experience, depending on how you perceive it, where you are when you perceive it. Now, this sexual seduction, if you ever find yourself in dream time and you've got some other being that is all over you, maybe you're on top of them, maybe they're on top of you, maybe you're in full-blown intercourse, because it happens. If you have that level of awareness, you just have to stop. No, absolutely no way. This is my space, these are my boundaries. No, get the fuck out. Nothing can come into your space unless you allow it to. And what happens is, they put this frequency into your field. And as I said, it feels amazing. So there's this love and this trust and this lust and this passion. And so you start engaging in sexual activity in dream time. Now, when you're engaging in sexual activity in dream time, they're downloading your frequency, downloading your energy, uploading your frequency, uploading your energy into their system. They're also uploading and downloading stuff into your system. There's an exchange of mathematics, an exchange of code. You don't know what that is. Why would you let something come into your space and do that to you? You wouldn't let a stranger come up to you in the street and start fucking you. No. So why would you let an entity in dreamtime do it? Now, I understand the answer to your question first off the bat because I was unaware of it. Fair enough. But some people are aware of it and they continue with it because it feels so good. Now, when you have that feeling of it feeling so good, you're aware of that feeling. And if you can be aware of that feeling, you can be aware that you're in dream time. You just have to have those levels of self-awareness. When people are bouncing around in their heads all the time in daily life, and they're not in that present state of awareness, where they're in their heart, where they're in their body, and they're out of their head, then in dream time it's going to be much harder too, when you leave this physical body. If you haven't been practicing being in this high frequency state, where you're doing the work on the other side, whether you're doing that by just dropping into your heart, opening up your brain waves, slowing them down and communicating with the field and extracting data, or maybe you're astral traveling, or maybe you're bringing your light body, your soul out of your body and actually wandering around and exploring. All of these things everybody should be tapping into, and meditation is a beautiful way, breathwork is a beautiful way. They're access points to the other side, and we have to start going to the other side so we know what the other side feels like. Very important. When you start to know what the other side feels like, when you're in these dreamtime spaces, it's much easier to get a handle on the fact that you're in your dreams. Dreams are amazing. They show us so much. They give us an opportunity to be sort of halfway across that bridge. Halfway across that bridge to being fully on the other side, where our soul, our light body is completely gone. And we're traveling through different dimensions, through different portals, different stargates. But meditation and breathwork can take you there. Both meditation and breathwork combined are a massive, huge, surefire recipe for success on bringing yourself out of your body and experiencing reality outside of this physical density. If you're in dream time and you're accepting anything from anyone, you might see me in dream time. Doesn't mean that you should trust that it's me. Now, it could be me. Maybe we meet each other on the astral plane in a different dimensional field. That's cool. Maybe we have some kind of interaction together. There's lots of people that I meet in dream time, people that I work with, people that I know from other parts of this planet that I've never met physically. There are beings from other dimensions that I connect with when I astral travel, or when I bring my light out of my body and travel way deep into the field. There are many other beings that I get information from, and everybody is capable of doing this. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of dedication, a little bit of commitment. You've just got to apply yourself. Meditation's a great starting point. Breathwork's a great starting point. You know, through meditation and breathwork, you can slow your brain waves down, your heart rate down, and then it gives you access to open up that stargate of the heart and leave your body. If you're one of these human beings that experiences seduction in dream time, then you need to listen to what I'm saying. You need to become more present. You need to breathe deeper. You need to walk around in your waking hours consciously, being here, not here. And you need to go into meditation. Ask good questions. Please help me connect to some information outside of physical density. Is there anything that you'd like to share with me right now that could help me on my human journey, my spiritual journey? Good questions get you good answers. Are there any places, spaces in the quantum field that you could take me to right now where I could interact with another being? And just breathe long, slow, deep breaths. Let your consciousness settle. Go very, very soft internally, that internal eye gaze. Just let your consciousness bob up and down and float. And you'll just start to connect. It might take 5 minutes, it might take 2 hours. Be patient. Patience is a superhuman power, okay? Patience is so important. One of the things that I've struggled with a lot in my life, patience. I'm an impatient human being, but I've worked on it loads and I'm becoming more and more patient. Let's be real. Wherever you are on planet Earth, beautiful soul, don't be manipulated by anything in this physical world and also in the multidimensional playing fields. You're a spiritual gangster, powerful beyond measure. Don't ever hand your power over, ever, to anything or anyone. Live fearlessly, live in your heart, be committed to the process, and enjoy this human ride. It's full of tricks and twists, turns and bends and curveballs, but you know what? It's an amazing place to grow, to expand, to really remember. And if you can remember here, you can remember anywhere. This really is the toughest training ground in the universe. Earth School, baby. Wherever you are on planet Earth, go out and love your sisters and your brothers fearlessly and ferociously. Hug them tightly and never be the first to let go. If you are interested in knowing how to heal people quickly and efficiently, go to starmagichealing.org and check out facilitated training. We run them online and in person, and they will change your life forever in the most incredible way. If you want the best set of ascension tools, again, go to starmagichealing.org. Go to Infinity. You get free access right now for 7 days. Hundreds of light language transmissions, light codes, meditations, yoga, nutrition, mystery school teachings, breathwork, everything you need to be a high frequency being and live as your most extraordinary version here on planet Earth. You're amazing. Go out and be amazing. And I'll see you again real soon. I love you as my sister or my brother. Peace and love. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out, beautiful soul.